Hello, good morning and welcome to the news at 7. I am David Okpokwasile. The headlines this morning. Ohaneze Ndigbo Lagos branch expresses solidarity with Governor Obiano on people-oriented policies. State Deputy Governor Dr. Okeke urges state electorate to vote ABGA candidates in coming elections. Over 300 communities in Nigeria abandon female genital mutilation practice. On the foreign scene, France declares Remembrance Day for Armenian genocide. Ohaneze Ndigbo Lagos branch has thrown its weight behind Governor Willie Obiano's position on appreciating President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration's good gestures to the people of the Southeast region and Anambra State in particular. Ohaneze made this known when they paid a solidarity visit to the governor at the Governor's Lodge, Amobia. Government House correspondent Ejika Bana has details.
The Igbo group, led by its president, Sir Nnamdi, said that their decision was based on visible, completed, and ongoing projects in Anambra by the president's administration. Sir said that their visit to the governor was to show solidarity and not to join issues with anybody, pointing out that the completed Zix Mausoleum, which is a national monument, the ongoing second bridge across the Niger, road projects, and other infrastructural development projects lay credence to the fact that the Buhari-led leadership has not forgotten the region. He continued by appreciating Governor Obiano's negotiating power and think home philosophy, among other notable initiatives, urging him to continue and avoid distractions.
It takes a great politician to understand that what makes politics to work is negotiating power. If not because of your negotiating power, ABGA is just in one state. And yet that very single state, I'm not trying to make it look big, that very single state can be seen or attest to be the very best.
Receiving the group, Governor Obiano stressed that Ohaneze is one united group and that he is desirous that it continues to be so, adding that he is in good terms with its President General, but that the group's decision to fix a meeting on a day the president came to Anambra State to commission a mausoleum in honor of the late Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, who is a world hero of Igbo extraction, is unacceptable, while reaffirming his support for the ABGA presidential candidate and all candidates on ABGA platform. Governor Obiano called on Ohaneze to remain a socio-cultural group, non-partisan, pushing the Igbo agenda, and reiterated that he is also in support of restructuring, expressing hope that the nation will set aside November 16th as a national day for Zix Memorial. Governor Obiano further hinted that an additional Igbo state is in the offing under Buhari's regime, and expressed optimism that ABGA will win more states in the coming general elections in the country.
Let Ohaneze be, that's where I stand, a socio-cultural body. Uniting the Igbos, pushing the Igbo cause, that was the platform under which I held the restructuring, because I also believe in that. And I also made some points to this administration what they should change differently. I'm aware that somehow this president would like to create the sixth state in Southeast. I'm aware somehow.
The Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. Sidon Adenoba, said Governor Obiano has always been a strong supporter and champion of laudable Igbo initiatives, programs, and causes, including the recent Igbo Summit and its attendant Ekweme Declaration, Ozemezna ceremony in honor of Igbo fallen heroes, among others.
In May last year, Ohaneze was desperate to have a summit on political restructuring of Nigeria. No governor wanted to host it. Each of them was afraid. Only one governor said he was prepared to swallow the bullet to articulate, espouse, and defend Igbo interests. That governor who accepted is here in our midst.
Also present during the visit were the Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Primus Odele, the Special Advisor to the Governor, Political, Chief Ifatu Obiokoye, among others. From the Governor's Lodge, Amobia, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
And still in the state capital territory, some aggrieved members of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA, over the last primary elections of the party have paid solidarity visit to the national chairman of the party, Chief Victor Oye, at his Anambra residence. The aggrieved members under the umbrella of Justified APGA Aspirants Forum stated that they have accepted in good faith the outcome of the party's primary elections and are ready to join hands with Chief Oye-led APGA to pursue victory for all the party's candidates. Over now to Ebeleze for details.
The chairman of the group, Mr. Nonso Okaka, in his address said the visit was aimed at reassuring the national chairman of their loyalty to the party and commitment to ensuring victory for APGA candidates in the general elections. They, however, expressed their desire to work closely with the national chairman as a bridge to reach out to other aggrieved members of the party to forge a stronger APGA.
Our visit today is to reassure you of our loyalty to the party and our commitment to ensuring victory for APGA candidates in all levels in the 16th February National Assembly elections and 2nd March state elections.
Responding, Chief Oye, who accepted their apology, described it as one that flows from the heart. He explained that one of his missions in APGA is to grow it as a platform that will give Ndibo the long-desired voice. Chief Oye, who noted that they are working vigorously to heal the wound and reconcile genuinely aggrieved persons, restated their determination to drive the spirit of APGA beyond the present 35 branches it has across the world.
In every contest, some people will lose, some people will win. Advice to every political aspirant is always to look at the two sides of a coin. If you are going for any election and you are about 10 or 15 in number, bear in mind that one person will win, the rest will lose. Place yourself on the side of the losers so that if victory comes eventually, thank God.
Also speaking, the Transition Committee Chairman, Oka South Local Government Area, Mr. Leonwoba, who commended them for the bold step they took to say that they were sorry, described Governor Obiano and Chief Oye as people sent by God to salvage the image of the party. From Amobia in Oka South Local Government Area, I am Ebele Eze reporting for ABS News.
The state electorate have been urged to rally around the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, in the forthcoming general elections to sustain the effective and qualitative representation the party offers. The State Deputy Governor, Dr. Nkemo Keke, made the call when he accompanied the senator representing Anambra Central Senatorial District at the Red Chambers to Nofia, Enugu Agide, and Enugu Ukwu communities in Njikoka local government area on campaign rally. Correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo was there and now reports.
Deputy Governor Keke stated that the All Progressives Grand Alliance APGA stands for good governance, encouraged people of the state to fully support the party's candidates at all levels in the coming elections. Deputy Governor Keke further stressed the need for Anambra Central to work assiduously to ensure the re-election of Senator Victor Ume to enable him complete what he has started for them in the district.
Because if I not show proper representation, what am I talking?
In a speech, Senator Ume enumerated his efforts towards championing the cause of Ndibo and changing their political history through countering of laws and decisions that are not in the favor of Ndibo at the upper chamber, promising to do more if given another chance by the people of the senatorial district.
All politics can vote.
In his remarks, the member representing Njikoka 1 in the State House of Assembly, Honorable Timothy Ifedioramma, pointed out that a vote against any APGA candidate in the elections is a vote for the return of dark age in the state. So according to him, APGA remains the only party in the state with a clear-cut vision for the people.
Makana aimana enugoku obie oifamo na ememele jiwe chenye chichine enugoku a.
For an APGA chieftain in the area, Chief Dan Ubuefi, APGA is the only party that can emancipate the Igbos in the Nigeria polity, noting that one of the major ways the Anambra can complement the good governance of the present administration is to vote APGA in the elections. The Special Assistant to the Governor on Community Liaison, Comrade Obi Ochije, and the APGA Chairman for Njikoka Local Government Area, Elder Charles Okongu, recalled that inception of APGA in the state brought peace, human capital, and infrastructural developments, describing it as a party with the interest of people at heart, and prayed for its triumph in the elections. The Deputy Governor and others later paid a visit to the traditional ruler of Enugu community, Igwara Afepe, at his palace. From Enugu in Njikoka local government area, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
It was a moment of honor and appreciation as members of the Alaba International Market Electronics held a series of programs to mark the 40 years of existence of the market, whose membership was dominated by the people of Igbo extraction. The event, which took place at the Golden Tulip Hotels, Festac Town, Lagos, and the office complex of the market at Ojo Alaba, respectively, was also used to unveil a book titled 40 Years Journey of the Market, in addition to remembering some of its fallen heroes. Man Abuchi who attended the ceremony, brought back the report, and his report is taken from our studios.
Delivering a lecture on the role of market development in national economy, a case study of Alaba International Market, a former Minister of Information and Culture, Professor Walter Ofonagoro, called on the federal government to provide an enabling environment for businesses to thrive in the country. He made a case for the rehabilitation of the road that leads to the Alaba International Market in a view of the huge revenue that is coming out from the area. Professor Ofonagoro, who extolled the foresight of the founding fathers of the market, called on the executive members of the market not to allow the efforts of their founding fathers to be in vain.
The founding fathers of returning to Lagos from the east of the Civil War were determined to make a success story of their trading ventures in a very difficult environment. They lacked capital, they lacked resources, they lacked political connections, but they had immense determination.
In a speech, a former Inspector General of Police, Sir Michael Kiro, called for proper equipping and training of security personnel for enhanced security of lives and property, especially in the market.
The police has a significant role to play to ensure that proper things are done, the laws are obeyed, NF is protected, electoral documents are protected, people who employ relations.
At one time, Governor of Imo State, Chief Achike Udenwa, who also attended the ceremony, stressed the need for youth to always have patience in learning trade and other skills in order to succeed in life. In an address, the pioneer executive chairman of Alaba International Market Electronics, Chief Uche Ubochi, who stressed the history of the market, said it was formed by 13 committed Igbo leaders who were displaced in Alaka in Surulere, adding that at present there exist 20 sections in the market.
A 35 committee was set up them to actualize the dream of these young lads. The frontrunners brought in their Yoruba, Hausa, and other traders from other ethnic groups in Nigeria.
In a remark, the executive chairman of the market, Evangelist Paulinus Ugochukwu, disclosed that plans have been concluded by the market executive to bring part of Alaba International Market to Anambra State, in addition to partnering the Anambra Broadcasting Service in its program content. Other members of the market, including Mr. Emmanuel Amaife and Chairman of the Planning Committee, Chief Uche Ubi, expressed gratitude to the present leadership of the market for their efforts in taking the market to the next level. The event featured a live presentation by a renowned Omunze-born R&B music maestro, Mr. Chinedu Izuchukwu Okoli, popularly known as Flavor, and award presentations. The traditional ruler of Orifite, Igwe Daniel Udoji, an industrialist, Dr. Obiora Chukwuka, and an expert broadcaster, Chief B.C. Olatilo, also attended the ceremony.
We move over now to health. Adequate fruit intake and regular medical checkups have been advocated as panacea to reducing the scourge of cancer in the society. This was the focal point of an awareness campaign to commemorate the 2019 World Cancer Day at Ihembosi, Ekwusigo local government area. Correspondent Blessing Uchendo was at the awareness campaign and tells us more.
The awareness campaign work, which was organized by the Anambra State Library Board in collaboration with Grand Harmonic Academy, Oka, took off from Umuabo Ihembosi through Eke Ihembosi down to St. Anthony Catholic Church Ihembosi and had as its theme, "We Can, I Can," a message that echoes the call for collective and individual fights against the menace of cancer. The participants, in ensuring that the awareness lessons we are taking home, shared flyers with inscriptions such as "Cancer kills," "Smoking can cause a slow and painful death," "Cancer can be cured if detected earlier," "Healthy lifestyle is important," among other messages. Addressing the gathering, a medical practitioner from Orifite General Hospital, Dr. Arinze Ijezie, who listed prostate, cervical, and breast cancers as common among men and women, recommended annual medical checkups for men above 40 years and regular examination of breast for women, especially after menstruation, to ensure early detection and treatment of the disease. Dr. Ijezie harped on the need for people to desist from excessive intake of alcohol and tobacco to prevent the killer disease, which he said is more dangerous than HIV and malaria.
We touched on these few cancers and tell the men how to prevent it. And even if it develops, what to do about it. Immediate treatment, immediate presentation to hospital is of paramount importance in having a good outcome in these cancer cases.
In her remark, the acting director, Anambra State Library Board, Dr. Nkechi Udeze, called on the people to take adequate care of their health and avoid things that could cause cancer at all times.
If you can campaign, and you can campaign, and you can campaign, and I can campaign, I think we will make a positive change to the extent that so many people will know about this cancer. You can see what I said there. So many people thought that cancer is just for female folk, because of cancer of the breast, cervical cancer. So many of them don't know about prostate cancer. That's why I told the doctor that he has to treat that of men first. For those men there to know that cancer is also for men too and not for women alone. It is for everybody.
In a paper presentation, a nursing officer, Mrs. Uche Ikenwa, who discussed the topic, how to regain and retain your health, cautioned that synthetic foods cause cancer and advised women to be close to nature by eating more of natural foods, as that is one of the most effective approach to avoiding cancer. From Ihembosi, Ekwusigo Local Council Area, Blessing Uchendo, ABS News.
The United Nations International Children Emergency Fund has said that over 309 communities in Nigeria have publicly declared the abandonment of female genital mutilation, FGM, in 2018. The UNICEF country representative in Nigeria, Mohammed Fall, made the disclosure in Abuja to commemorate the International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation, FGM, marked every February 6th yearly. He noted that 2016-2017 multiple indicator cluster surveys showed some decline in the incidence of FGMs in the country. He said that based on the survey, 18.4% of women aged 15 to 49 years now undergo FGM as against 27% in 2011. He identified FGM as a violation of women's rights to sexual and reproductive health, physical integrity, non-discrimination, and freedom from cruel or degrading treatment. The oil and gas sector in Nigeria, particularly upstream, will be affected by policy uncertainties, security and slump in the price of crude oil, stakeholders have said. Players in the industry, in an outlook ahead of the general elections, equally urged politicians to desist from comments that could further reduce investment inflow into the sector, adding that the non-passage of the Petroleum Industry Governance Bill would affect the growth in the sector. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, had earlier warned that politicians using the agency to canvass for votes were endangering investment inflows. NNPC spokesman Ndoga Madu had decried the use of corporation as a launchpad for political attacks, describing it as not only a disservice to national interest, but also inimical to the economy. The Nigerian Natural Resource Charter, NNRC, last month disclosed that foreign direct investment, FDI, in Nigeria's oil sector dropped by $17.12 million in third quarter of 2018 from $24.85 million in second quarter. French President Emmanuel Macron has declared April 24 as a National Day of Remembrance of Armenian Genocide. Macron, in keeping with a 2017 campaign promise, told an annual dinner of the Coordination Council of Armenian Organizations in France that France was among the first nations to denounce the murderous hunt of the Armenian people in the Ottoman Empire. France officially recognized the Armenian genocide in 2001, and the law in 2016 made it legal to deny the status. Turkey accepts that many Armenians living in the Ottoman Empire were killed in clashes with Ottoman forces during World War I, but contests the figures and denies the killings were systematically orchestrated and constitute genocide. The Council of Europe and European Parliament have both recognized the massacres as genocide, as has Pope Francis. However, some other countries, including the UK, have said the evidence is not strong enough. Macron said he informed Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan about the decision in advance, adding that he wanted to keep an open dialogue with Turkey. The Flying Eagles' qualification for this year's Under-20 FIFA World Cup in Poland will have to wait after they were frustrated by a disciplined defensive performance by South Africa. The 0-0 draw has kept South Africa alive in the tournament as they now have a final group game against Burundi. The Flying Eagles' final group game will be against the host nation, Niger. Nigeria still leads Group A with 4 points, while South Africa are second on 2 points after a 1-1 draw with the tournament host at the weekend. The Flying Eagles had 66% of the goal possession and 13 shots on target, but they found the defense as well as goalkeeper and skipper Kubeka unbeatable. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging on to our website, www.absradiotv.com. You can like us at Facebook at www.facebook.com/ABSRadioTelevision. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Before we go the main point again, Ohaneze Ndigbo Lagos branch has expressed solidarity with Governor Obiano on people-oriented policies. The State Deputy Governor, Dr. Okeke, has urged state electorate to vote APGA candidates in coming elections. Over 300 communities in Nigeria have abandoned female genital mutilation practice. On the foreign scene, we told you that France has declared Remembrance Day for Armenian genocide. And that's the news this hour. I am David Okwasile. Thanks for joining us. Good morning, Anambra is up next.